Okay, here's the one I'm going to cut, but I'm going to cut this one in blue. I already cut this one in green, but I'm going to show you this one in blue. Okay, so we're already on cardstock. Okay, the machine is already loaded with paper. I'm just going to have to hit continue here. Okay, and it's going to ask for setting the base material, which we already have set here on the dial. Okay, it is on cardstock, if you see there. Okay, so now we wait for the computer. It's a little slower on the computer here than it is with the iPhone. Okay, so now it wants us to load the material, which we'll go ahead and do. Okay, and you see I've got the frog tape here on the corners. Okay, my mat is sticky. However, I just want to make sure this material is not going to go anywhere. Okay, no, we don't want to cancel. I didn't mean to hit that there. Okay, so now we're going to hit the flashing C, and it's going to score with the scoring pen. Okay, it's going to score our lines before it actually cuts anything, so we can fold it. And the thing about this scoring pen is it doesn't really do a deep score. So you on these, if you want them to fold right, you really have to be on that line. I just kind of do the best I can. I use my bone folder, and that works pretty good. So we're gonna let this cut, and like I said, it's the same as the green one. There are only 3 in this file. Now, do remember, when you're using a Cricut, of course you know, you have to have a subscription in order to get all these cut files, okay? Just wanted to put that out there. And after this is done cutting, then we'll pop it out, and we'll go to the design desk, and I will go ahead and fold it, show you how I do that, and then put the inserts and the lighting. So, this is how it's cut, and when it's done cutting, I will pop it out and show you. Okay, so there is the blue cutout piece for the tree, okay? You basically don't have to do much weeding and just pull it off the mat like so, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and clean this mat off, cut the extra paper away that I'll use somewhere else, and then we'll go over to the design desk and show you how I do the rest of this. So, hold on. Okay, guys, so I have my piece cut out, okay? And this is the exact same one as the first one. I just did it in a different color. Now, I don't know if you can really see the score lines here, but they're right about here, and they're very thin. Okay, so what you want to do after you get this piece cut out and everything poked out here, which I've seen that I've missed a couple. Okay, I'm just trying to get this video done. I wish I could do a live. I just don't have enough likes or enough subscribers, so I have to do it this way. Okay, so I've got to poke that little piece out right there, and sometimes if you just flick it, it will go. Okay, so bending these is not the best to do on what I have here on my desk. So I'm just going to try to show you how I do this. Okay, you want to kind of bend it right on. It's got to be right on, or this thing will not sit right. Okay, it's got to be right on that score line. Okay, you can always score it manually, I'm thinking. I mean, I did this with the score tool on the Cricut. So basically that's what you want to do. You want to get it right on that score line here. I can probably put it down here and do it a little bit better. But it's got to be just right, or this thing will not sit right. I've noticed that on the past 3 that I've made. Okay, so that's kind of like where you want to be with it. Okay, because you want this thing to close right. So I'm going to pause the video and do the rest of it, and I'll show you how we fold and put it together. Okay, so once you have it creased on your score lines here, I did the best I could very quickly. This is what you want to do. You want to fold it together. Okay, and what we're going to do here is we're going to put some score tape. Okay, I see I didn't fold that right, so it's not sitting right. You have to fold this right, or it will not, the tree will not sit right. Okay, see right there? It should be right here. And I did not fold that correctly, so I'm going to have to do that. Let me see if I can get right on that score line. Okay, you see there? It's just being a little bit difficult here. You want to get it right on that score line. Usually I'll use the bone folder. Okay, I'm just going to use my fingernail because I have to do this quickly. Okay, so we're pretty much on the score line. Like I said, if you do not do this right, the tree will not sit correctly. Okay, so we're going to just open it up just a little bit, and then we're going to apply some score tape and close it. Okay, so I'll apply that and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have applied the score tape, and we have the pyramid of the Christmas tree. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to take the glue runner here, and we are going to apply the inside. Okay, so we're just going to pick up these little pieces here of score tape, and I did cut the score tape in half to make smaller strips in order to accommodate the fold here on the tree. Okay, so now we're just going to take a little bit of score tape. We're going to lay this on its side here like this. Okay, and sometimes you have to really poke out these pieces so this inside fits right. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to hit it with just a little bit of tape in each corner. I really should, it's really a glue runner, I'm sorry. Hit it with a little bit of glue. We'll turn that light on. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing here. And then we're just going to place the insert right inside there and lay it down. Okay, and then I'm going to take my bone folder and I'll show you. You just go right up to that corner like so. Okay, and then you'll turn it around. You basically do the same thing 4 ways. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this is how it goes, the insides go. Okay, the insert. And you'll just slide it on in there. Don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but I'm just sliding it in there and pushing it with the bone folder all the way up until the glue sticks. Okay, and you do that in all 4 corners here of the tree. And it only takes just a little bit of glue. Okay, it doesn't take very much. Okay, so we do that in each corner of the tree. Make sure you can get it all the way up to the top and where it's not sticking out at the bottom. Take your bone folder, go inside there and down. And we have one more to do. Okay, so here, whoops, we accidentally ripped that one, which is why I made extras, because you never know when you're going to have a mishap. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Close your glue. You don't want that drying out. Okay, and then you put your insert in, lay it down. Get it in there right, because if you don't, this tree will not look right. Okay, you don't want anything hanging out. You don't want anything anywhere that's not covering what's cut out. Okay? And so there you go. I mean, that was super simple. All right? So there we have it. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. And I'm looking forward to doing some more cool things on the eve before Christmas Eve, because I know everybody will be busy on Christmas Eve. So if you want to stick around for that, I'm going to surprise you with something. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. But that's that, okay? That's how you do these little trees. And, of course, you know, you just put your little votive underneath there and turn it on, and it'll light up. All right? So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you soon. Stay happy, stay blessed, stay crafty. Take care.